Cancer, welcome to your October energy reading. So I'm using the Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed for the overall energy, and I also used the Fairies Oracle by Brian Froud. I pulled one card from the fairy deck and two cards from the Good Tarot for your overall energy for October. This is for those of you who have Cancer in your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or North Node. The messages are going to resonate differently for all of you because it's a collective general reading. So just apply the message to the area of life that it fits for your personal situation. If you'd like a personal reading, you can contact me at my email address that you'll find in the description box of my channel. Again, thank you for all of you who have supported my channel. I'm trying to grow my channel, so if you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, please hit subscribe, and that way you'll be notified of all future readings that I upload if you click the little bell. And I think you can personalize it to just get your readings. But be sure to check your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node signs when you have a chance, because that gives an overall picture for all the energies coming towards you in the month of October. Okay, so the first card that we got was the Four of Air. The Four of Air is about healing. So you could be healing from something, some type of heartbreak, because the Three of Air represents heartbreak, grief. Four of Air is progression from that, and you are now in a healing phase, Cancer, and it's a beautiful energy. It's about rest, meditation, recuperation. So if you haven't experienced some kind of heartache, you might just be resting. You might be trying to drop some burdens and just catch up on self-care at this time, which is very important. It is Libra season, so if you feel beautiful and you have an aesthetic environment, then you're going to feel better in the month of October. Libra season specifically is about relationships, partnerships, and balance. So you're trying to find balance within yourself. You're healing, you're recuperating, you're meditating. For those of you who have a spiritual practice of meditation every day, you're really benefiting from your meditation and your rest. It says, sorry, I almost read the wrong card. In the Good Tarot, it says healing, meditation, rest, recuperation. It's time to rest my mind and allow peace to take the place of busyness or boredom. The mind needs quiet to think and find clarity. If I allow my mind to rest, I will have greater clarity and my mind will be sharper. This is the time for a break. I need to take care of myself. So be sure that you are taking care of yourself. If you need to take a long spiritual bath or do some type of spiritual cleansing, then this would be a good time for that. But whatever makes you happy, Cancer, do that, right? If you need to go have a spa day, then maybe you need to do that, even if that's not something that you normally would do. It's going to benefit you greatly in the month of October. Then we have the Eight of Water. The Eight of Water, there's a lot in this card. First, there's a treasure box here. So I feel that if you walk away from something, you're going to find your treasure. Whether that's money, success, love, spiritual awakening, whatever it is for you, there's a treasure waiting on the other side of something. But in this book, it says journey of discovery, letting go and seeking a deeper meaning and greater authenticity, being beyond superficiality. So you're trying to discover something at a soul level. You're trying to understand yourself or possibly someone else in your environment on a deeper, more meaningful level. You might be looking for your purpose at this time and just trying to see, the deeper meaning of things. It goes on to say, all that glitters isn't gold, and I know that I always deserve authentic riches. The gold that fills me with joy, abundance, and understanding. I fearlessly pause to re-examine where I have been, where I am, and where I might go. And that's interesting because we were talking about rest and recuperation with the Four of Air, self-care, just kind of taking a time out. And then this card and the Eight of Water in this deck says, I fearlessly pause to re-examine where I have been, where I am, and where I might go next. With the retrogrades that are going on and Mercury going retrograde mid-October, it is a time to reflect and to kind of pause before taking action, especially with Mars in retrograde. It's a time to kind of plan your next steps, but not before looking back to see how far you've come. It goes on to say, now I consciously choose the path that is right for me instead of the one that seems likely to draw me onto it, or the one I feel I ought to walk. I am true to my heart. I've come as far as I can, and I leave by the wayside the last vestiges of illusion, the last bits of fear and shame. I will no longer hold on to what isn't right for me. So you're leaving behind for good something that isn't right for you. But you're looking back and seeing what lessons it brought to you, re-examining things, and kind of seeing that you may have a different perspective on things looking back. But the important thing about the Eight of Water is that look what you're walking to. It's a treasure, your heart's desire. It could be wealth and abundance. It could be many things. There's a lot of you watching this reading. Then we have number 15, the Journeyman from the Fairies Oracle. It looks like you're setting out on a new journey, a new adventure, something that is more in alignment to who you are. So you has the feeling like maybe plans have changed. Where you thought you were going 5 years ago is not where you're setting out to journey now. And I think there is a time with this Four of Air that's a reflection of what you used to believe or what you used to want to walk, which path you wanted to walk, and seeing the path that you now want to walk. And it's bringing you a lot of clarity. But let's read from the Fairies Oracle, number 15, the Journeyman. This deck is still kind of new to me, so bear with me. But it usually has great messages so far when I have used it. It's kind of brought to my reading something that I didn't have with the other Oracle and Tarot cards. I'm really happy with it so far. Okay, the Journeyman is adventure, independence, polishing of your skills, and travel. It says all of the great ones have been, all of the great ones, the saints, and all of those who are filled by the spiritual light have been on this journey. So this is a spiritual journey. Wow. This feels very important, very spiritual, like a soul contract of some sort. It says, they went into the wilderness, stepping like fools off of the safe paths into the waiting hands of God. Wow. I told you it was very spiritual. It says, this is the journey of life, a pilgrimage that begins in an ignorant trust. So this is like the Fool card. I felt that when I pulled it. It reminded me of the Fool card in the Rider-Waite Tarot. Very much taking a leap of faith into the unknown, but trusting your inner knowing, trusting Spirit's voice as you're walking. You have complete faith that you're going in the right direction. It says, this is a journey of life. I read that, okay. It says, through it we learn slowly, painfully, a new kind of trust, a trust in the process detached from the goal. So those of you who are practicing manifestation, the law of attraction, there comes a point in your manifestation process that you have to let go of any attachment to how you think things are supposed to turn out. You're just supposed to stay in that energy of knowing that the best, the highest good for you and all involved is what Spirit's going to co-create with you. It says here, to accomplish it, you must leave the protection and step out into the path as an independent journey craftsman. It says he is testing himself and his knowledge in the world. He hopes to eventually achieve the status of Master Maker, which is another card progressively in this deck. It's card 22. It says right now he knows a lot of facts, has the basic skills, but probably knows less than he thinks he does. He is about to learn about the skills of survival, bartering, persuading, selling, buying wisely, enjoying life, making friends. And it says, Oengus, I'm not sure if that fairy name is being pronounced correctly, but this is the name of the journeyman in this book. still has a lovely, playful, childlike quality. It says, one young Oengus must learn to care for himself. No one is looking over his shoulder to see that he does his work right. Oengus may take chances and even make mistakes, as sometimes we all do, but this is how we learn. He is now confronting and being confronted by the real world. Here he will discover that excuses don't buy bread, and that the quality and integrity of one's work and actions are what counts. But he has been well taught and pretty well knows this already. Don't tell him I told you. But Oengus sometimes wears a false mustache, hoping that it makes him look more mature. He has romantic dreams of being a great hero, of becoming the supreme master of his craft, and of winning fairy princes. Some of the dreams will come true, perhaps even all of them. Here we see an innocent being walking trustfully into a situation for which he is not fully prepared, and indeed cannot be fully prepared, or for which his preparation is as yet untested by reality. He is innocent of previous practical experience of the path he is now treading, or the realm of life into which he is moving into. This card could be called Innocence Encounters Reality, which is by no means a bad thing. His fairy godmother is lurking somewhere just out of his sight, as fairy godmothers tend to do. Her expression is both gleeful and worried. Although this is his journey and he must undertake it himself, almost everyone needs and is given a little fairy godmothering from time to time. Good-natured innocence attracts fairy guardians. It attracts helpful beings on all planes and all worlds. It may also attract those who would abuse that innocence, but as long as our intentions are good, our guardians will offer good guidance. We are blessed and cared for if we allow ourselves to be so. So the starter reading here says, adventure, independence, travel, a long path ahead, we hope. This card speaks to the need to perfect your skills in working and living, but it acknowledges having the sound grounding in the basics. Optimistic, innocence, and willing to learn. Oengus also shows us that intuition serves us well, but only if we pay attention to it. So it's very important, sorry my phone's acting up, it's very important to pay attention to your intuition at this time, Cancer. It looks like you're being given a message towards your next path, your next step. And you're supposed to take this leap of faith, right? With this innocent, fool-like energy. This is sometimes we are operating from theory alone, and our knowledge may or may not be well grounded in reality. This card does not necessarily refer exclusively to beginnings. It can also signify progression along a path, moving into the unknown from the known. A new phase in the ongoing process. This card may also represent untested concepts or ideas and suggest a need for balance between the intuitive and the rational as one approaches the unknown. Consider where you are going. What are your long-term goals, and what are you doing that is helping you move toward them? So you're stepping out on a new adventure, Cancer, and that's important for you to reflect and meditate at this time. So I'm going to use the Gilded Tarot and just see what comes out for you for the month of October. How is Cancer going to move in the month of October as the King of Pentacles? Wow, Cancer, whether you're male or female, you are the King of Pentacles. You are moving beautifully. Financially, you're going to be abundant. You're a leader. This guy is wealthy, right? And he has a wealth of knowledge, not just money. But that's how you're moving through October. That's beautiful. Six of Pentacles. You're also going to be very generous at this time, or somebody's going to be generous with you. This is equal give and take of money and resources. Feels very career-oriented. I like it, though. Show me, how are they going to leave October feeling, Spirit? How are they going to leave October feeling? Show me clearly, please, Spirit. Well, there's the Queen of Cups. She showed up in your reading, so you're showing up in your power. Well, it says if you let go of any disappointment, if you see that God has a huge, better blessing for you, this is the Four of Cups. You also have the Four of Air. You know, if you open your eyes to the reality, then everything that's meant for you with the Six of Cups, possibly soulmate that's supposed to come in for you at this time, is going to come to you now. It's going to return to you with the Six of Cups. And it's going to make you feel very childlike, very, very whimsical, right? It's like a breath of fresh air, it feels like in this reading. And it could be with a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. It could also be a water sign such as yourself with that Six of Cups. We have the Ten of Cups. This is the happy family card. This is emotional bliss and happiness. I see two people in this card. It looks like you're going to be very happy when you find this soulmate person. I feel that you're doing the law of attraction. You're attracting this person to you, but there's also a soul contract. It's a rite of passage with the Six of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. It's bringing you to this person, or this person is coming towards you. So show me who this person is, Spirit. Ten of Cups also was on the bottom of the deck when I pulled the overall energy. So you're really moving towards your happiness. That's your focus. What makes you happy? It's not about the money. You're already the King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or your person is. It's not about the money. And there, as I said, that is the King of Earth on the bottom of the deck. Same card. So you could be dealing with an earth sign, or you could have earth prominently in your chart, but I still feel it's you, Cancer. This abundance. I don't know where it's coming from, but it's beautiful. Another repeating card, Six of Earth. Six of Earth is this generosity card, equal give and take, a balance of things financially, finally, right? Ace of Fire. This is a new project, a new endeavor, a new move. You're planning a move and it's big. And you're following or the advice here is to follow your intuition. Wow. It's very spiritual energy too. It's a very spiritual reading, Cancer. I don't know what you've been meditating on or what messages you're hearing with this Four of Air, but it's a healing. It's healing you. It's opening you up to the possibilities of everything that could be meant for you at this time coming in at once. The month of October is going to be a very powerful month for you. Bottom of the deck is the Three of Earth. This means you are going to work with another person to co-create with Spirit. This is a partnership. Libra season is about partnership. So whether it's business, I see a lot of pentacles here. If it's business, it's going to be extremely successful. If it's a relationship, it's going to be long-term and full of abundance. But you and another person are working, co-creating with Spirit, where before I saw you with Spirit creating this abundance. So I'm going to pull one card from the Twin Flame Journey Oracle by Mystical Moon Oracles to end your reading. My battery's about to die, but we will do mid-month. So what is this that's being healed? What has been healed here? Something with family. But you know, the Happy Family card keeps coming out. This is your soul family. Yeah, you release something. And now divine timing is playing out in your reality. It's beautiful. Oh my God, Cancer, I'm excited for you. I can't wait to see what comes up next for you. So if you haven't subscribed, hit subscribe so that you'll get notified. Sending you all love and light. Namaste.